All right, greetings everybody. Greetings and welcome. Gonna hang out, do a little bit of Lex Talionis today. 58 days played on that account, so give you guys an update, tour around the account. We're level 75 on day 58. That seems about normal. It's about on track with what we did the first time around. I hit 85 on, I think, in 91 days when I did Loquitur, like 3 years ago. So, yeah. Okay, I told a joke. I told a joke in chat, but I haven't given the punchline yet. What have you guys ever heard of this? There's a 4-man rock group. They don't play instruments or sing, but they're very famous. They're very famous rock group. What famous 4-man rock group does not sing or play instruments? Graham Case says, the Beatles? Who are the Beatles? The Beatles. Robert Meyer says, Mount Rushmore. Yeah. Correct. Okay, that's not my joke. That's not a new joke. Apparently people have heard it before. That's pretty funny though, right? 4-man rock group. Come on. You guys like it? Oh man, I got a pirate joke too. Have I ever told you guys the pirate joke about the I'll tell you a pirate joke. So there's a pirate in a bar and he's telling stories and everybody's very entertained by his stories. So he's telling a story about how he lost his leg. And he gets done and the bar's all like, you know, cheers and slapping him on the back, and it's fun and funny, and he's done, but they want another story. And they're like, yeah, tell us about how you lost your eye. And he says, no, I don't want to tell that story. And so they insist, and they say, oh, we want another story. We want the story about how you lost your eye. And he said, well, it's a pretty short story. He was leaving the port one day, and beautiful, fine, sunny day, and as we were sailing out to sea, I looked up, and right as I did, a seagull crapped right in me eye. And everybody in the bar is just kind of sitting there waiting, and they're like, that's it? That's the whole story? He said, aye, but it only had me hooked for 2 days. Yeah, that joke takes a little bit of thought, but not too much. You'll get there. All right. Well, I don't see any questions in the chat. Let's see who we got hanging out over here. We got Vitor in the house. Zach V says hello. Cody Lay says, hey, DL. Hey, Cody. Nice that you could make the stream, man. Nice that you could be here. Planned Karma says hello. Zymergy says good evening. Graham Case is here. Nisus says hola. Hope everyone's doing great. Kat says hi. Hello, everyone. Andrew McCauley says howdy. Darth Pat says hey DL, and Zide724 says happy Monday. You know, I looked Monday up on Facebook one time. Yep. 0 friends, 0 likes. Yep. That's not quite true. There's some people like Monday. My first job out of college, I worked with a bunch of people that hated their jobs, and they always were making snide remarks and complaining about stuff. And I actually put up a sign in my office that said, "Thank God it's Monday." Yeah, there were some people that got confused. They didn't understand. They didn't like it. They didn't like that they didn't understand. Thank God it's Monday. Hang a sign like that up in your workspace, your office, college, whatever it is. Just thank God it's Monday. And just watch people's expression. It doesn't even matter if you believe it, but people are going to come in, they're going to look at the sign, and they'll be like, what? Can mess with people. Another thing that you can do to mess with people, it's hilarious. Say good morning to the same person twice. Like when you walk in, I don't know, walk downstairs in the morning, even with your family, say good morning. And then like go to the bathroom and come back out and say good morning like you haven't said good morning before. It's weird. People do not accept that you say good morning a second time. They do not accept it. Same thing. You say good morning to them again and they'll be like, you already said good morning to me. You can't do that. It breaks the rules. It's pretty funny. A local barbecue joint is closed on Mondays. I bet they like them. Thank God it's Monday. Yeah. I think that's a pretty European thing to do. There's a lot of stores over in, at least when I was in Holland, there was a lot of the stores that were closed on Mondays. So they'd be open on the weekends for the customers, but then they would take like Sunday and Monday off instead of Saturday and Sunday. Pretty normal, I think, in other parts of the world. All right, well, I don't see many questions over in chat, so get into this Lex Talionis account, do some updates, upgrades, review where I'm at with all this stuff, and yeah. If you do have questions about account building or anything in general, post them up. If we got time for account reviews, we can do a few roster reviews today for people who haven't had them recently. If you got questions about your account or want to know some things. We just got the Django and Houndstooth node unlocked. You can see I've gotten one shard of Houndstooth from yesterday and today. I mean, I haven't done my farming yet today, but I've got my first shard of the Houndstooth. Only 329 yet to go. Dark side, we're still waiting. What do we have to be for the next stage? 76. So that'll be coming up soon. And we'll be able to start unlocking some dark side nodes as well. Ships were kind of stalled out on 3E. We did manage to complete 3D, but for whatever reason, 3E for right now is where we can't. I haven't quite been able to beat that yet. And for the challenges, like I beat the capital ship challenges, but several of these level 72 challenges that opened up, I really haven't been able to get through them yet. So I don't know. Just need a little more power in our characters, I suppose, but or maybe we just need to invest a little bit more in the capital ships, because my capital ships are just garbage. The pilots are garbage, the capital ships are garbage. I don't know how much of a difference that would make, but I haven't invested in anything for capital ships. So we'll see how long it takes. If it takes too long, then I am going to have to go back and dip into that and work on the capital ships a little bit. But let's just try it. Let's try it and see. Maybe I can get it done on stream. Maybe I'll have some streamer luck here. Hey. I don't want that. As I was clicking in, I feel like Sunfac was over in... it was not in the reinforcement group. Yeah, get out of there. Get in here. There we go. We got Sunfac in the group now. Okay, we can try again. Cody says, hey, could you possibly take a look at my roster? Been a while since you looked at it. Yeah, that's cool. Just put your ally code up there, man. I'll try to help you out. All right, Boba Fett, try to get a stun on him. Nope, no luck. See, that spy just gets hit so hard. Every time they can see him, they just dunk him. And he got ability blocked. All right, let's finish off the... Nope. All right. Okay, soldiers out, spies almost down. Get out of here. And we got Vader. Try to get a big hit off on him. We'll bring in Sunfac for the stun. We'll do basic. Spy at least went into stealth. Now they have buffs, so they have to look at Sunfac. Let's stun the TIE pilot if we can. Resisted. You know, I don't want to give him dodges and give him turn meter, but I don't have a whole lot of choice. Try to heal up Spy a little bit, hope that he can take one more hit from somebody. Do that. Okay. Well, that's it. And these TIE fighters hit hard. Oh, ow, ow. Okay, let's bring this in. And we'll do an area effect and hope that we kill that TIE fighter. Okay. Hey, we didn't lose the Spy. I thought we were going to lose the Spy. Yeah, so this is how it is. We just lack a little bit of firepower here, and it feels like if I had a good capital ship, I think we would win that. But I don't want to invest that much in the capital ships. I don't mind investing that much in the Executrix because we're going to be using that as our fleet for the level 78 challenge that's going to be coming up pretty soon. I did decide to take my silencer all the way to 7 stars, so we're working on that. I don't know if we're going to have Sunfac to 5 stars in time, so I've kind of got a contingency plan that I put in place, and we've made Cassian's U-Wing. So we'll have dark side ships. There's 4 of them there, and we will also get the First Order TIE Fighter up to 5 stars. So I think we need 5 4-star dark side ships. So we'll have those. And then we need 6 ships at 5 stars for the event itself. So we need 5 4-star ships to get the Executrix. So we'll have those. And then we need 5 5-star ships. So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll have First Order and Cassian's U-Wing. Where is it? 6. It's 6. I need 6 5-star ships. Okay, so I would need those 3, Cassian's U-Wing, this, and 1 more. I might just be waiting on Sunfac then. I've been buying some of the Ghost too, so we've got a little bit of Ghost going on here. We still got like 3 levels to go. We still got 3 levels to go, so hopefully we'll get enough Sunfac by then. He has been really avoiding me out of the shop, so we haven't been able to get him past his 5th star yet. Lone Wolf says, hey DL, would love an account review. Okay. Now we'll take a look here in a minute. We'll try to get through. Let's see. What else is there to show? Mod battles we showed were already done. The challenges we've all never had a problem with. Galactic Wars we haven't had a problem with our Sirjunda team. Let's go through and see what characters that we can upgrade. We need to do a ship upgrade for the day. Let's see if we can get this. We'll do a refresh or 2 here on Cantina. Still think Cantina refreshes are about the best thing you can do early on in the game like this. Alright, that'll take us... Oop. It would take us to 7 stars if we had money. We don't have money, so okay, we'll save up, we'll get that to 7 stars, that's fine. Let's see, we can do more damage on the basic, that's good. We'll keep using the silencer as our main source of damage. Okay. Character-wise. Okay, Kylo Ren. Let's take a look at this Kylo. What do we need here? Level 79. Yikes. Okay, but here we should be able to upgrade our first Gear 9 character, I believe. Take him up. Scarred. Still disappointed in the Phoenix. Man, I hate that skill. What's this? Level 79. We gotta be here for Geos 2. Sunfac. We got some other characters that we could could work on, but I'm just not. I don't really want to yet. We'll give Anakin another star here. I can't believe we're already on the home stretch with Anakin. Like, we've been farming him pretty much since the account began, and we're creeping up on 7 stars on him already. It's pretty fantastic. What else can we work on? I mean, we're just waiting on levels for a lot of these characters. I don't think we want to work on Asajj anymore, or Serjunda, Cal Kestis. I think we want to be pretty much done with them where they're at. Just leave them at Gear 8 with their stars the way they are. And switch over to a focus on troopers here pretty soon. We'll start building the Imperial Trooper team. Get that up and running. Got to get Poggle going too. I have almost to the point where I'm going to start spending more on Poggle, but I always want to keep a bank for the fleet shipments, or for the galactic war shipments. So I've only got 1,000 in the bank, so then it's hard for me to go buy Poggle, because I want to make sure that every time Sunfac shows up in here, I can buy Sunfac. So once I get close to being done with these Geo ships, then it won't be a problem. I've got 13k in the bank here, so this is pretty good. Darth Vader's in the shop. Go ahead and buy him. Buy him every chance we get. We can also buy Ezra Bridger out of this shop, so maybe I'll start looking for some Ezra Bridger and Razor Crest in case I need it someday. Recommend to everybody, even if you're not building the Executor right away, it's not a bad idea to go in there and just start buying Razor Crest. We're saving up here for only Veers or Sunfac. So if we find Veers or Sunfac, we'll buy them. Otherwise, just saving money in the bank. Shard Shop. We keep buying stuff like this because, I mean, it's completed gear pieces that we can get that we don't have to farm, so it's kind of nice to have those when we need them. But I think we're going to start saving on the Shard Shop now, and we don't see the rest of our stuff until like after level 80, maybe 83 or something like that, where the rest of the shop, maybe even 85 before the rest of the shop opens up. But, we'll get there. What else is there to say? So day 58, we're farming Houndstooth. Day 57 is where we unlocked the node for Houndstooth, just to be clear with everybody. So that in the future, if people are watching this and you're playing free to play, you know about about what the timing looks like on that. Okay. All right. No light side no light speed bundle in this account. How are you doing now in Fleet Arena? I mean, Fleet Arena is just a mess, right? I mean, Fleet Arena's, the top 100 are all hyperdrive and light speed. So you see we've got a few radishes unlocked already. But there's a lot of people who bought that stuff, I mean, if you're farming it naturally, there's a 4-star one. Okay. Yeah, you'd only have a 4-star one, so these people have purchased into the 5-star one and they're getting Ray. But surprisingly, you know, it's not sickening. All this other stuff that you see here is pretty much hyperdrive players. But yeah, 100. So 100 people are hyperdrive players or are better fleets than me. So when we play for the placement daily, we can play. And the worst of these fleets, the people who didn't upgrade from their hyperdrive, we can beat these guys sometimes. Not always. Sometimes they also have a good reinforcement. Sometimes they have a shabby reinforcement, and we can beat them. So we'll just try. You know, this is a hyperdrive bundle account right here. So we'll try to hit Boba Fett real hard. And you can see that with no good mods and without spending any effort on their characters, just the basic hyperdrive bundle stuff, we're already able to win against, not all of them, okay, but some accounts at this level. Bringing in Sunfac as a reinforcement to get the stun puts an end to shenanigans like that where they come in with the counterattack buff on them. And then of course Sunfac is pretty good about absorbing a decent amount of damage. If we keep Spy long enough that Spy can take a second mass assist, that's usually all we need to win. There we go. So this should be a win for us against the hyperdrive bundle here at level 75. Alright, 2 ships to 2 ships. And we definitely need to consider working on our capital ship. Just takes way too long for us to bring in reinforcements. So there we go. So beat a hyperdrive player. And there was much rejoicing. Yay. So we can place top 100, but that's as far as we can go for right now. Of course, as we get more gear on those geos and push up with our stars on Sunfac's ship, we'll be able to start with all 3 of the geos, then reinforce with that silencer. Or we can start with Sunfac and Soldier and Silencer and then reinforce with Spy. So I always encourage people, you know, mess around with your lineups. If it's not successful for you at first with the way that you think is obvious, you can get in there and mess around with your lineup, who you call in as your first reinforcement, and probably get the win that way. Alright, 268 823 219 is Cody Lay. Nope, that's not Cody. That's a different. I've mixed up codes here. Okay, so Cody 268 682, and then 146 goes on the end of that. All right. All right. So what do you need? What do you need, Cody? What do you want to know, buddy? 8 million. 3-4 and 4-5. You got both of the big capital ships, right? Profundity 7 stars, Executor 7 stars, no Leviathan yet. Negotiator, Malevolence, Chimera, all that stuff. Ooh, you gotta farm you some pilotless ships, bruh. The Bomber and the Y-Wing are definitely worth farming. The pilotless ships are all super good, so finish them up. I know it stinks. I know it's hard, but finish them up. Kylo's command shuttle needs to be finished too. So out of all the ships that you've got, those are the only 3 that I would say, you know, definitely finish Kylo's shuttle. I'm assuming you bought the First Order stuff. Yeah, and you'll want to do Echelon as well. Okay, fine. But you got to try to find slots for these, because, I mean, even though those aren't your best fleets anymore, and you're like, okay, Profundity and Executor are my best fleets, and Negotiator and Malevolence aren't, you know, top of the list. Those are key parts of each of those fleets, respectively. Datacrons, okay. Got the Scythe, though. An Empire fleet going. Okay, character-wise, we've got Luke, Kenobi, Sith Eternal, and I'm assuming you're working on Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, okay, so we've got Jabba the Hutt stuff that we've built, but Jabba's not quite unlocked himself. Okay. And then First Order stuff. You bought the Lightspeed pack. Resistance as well. Okay, bought that as well. What happened on the Radis? Where were you on the Radis? Take a look here real quick. Yeah, you're actually in better shape to push on the Ray side of things. So, if you were to get SLKR going right now, you're close to Jabba the Hutt. You'd have Jabba and SLKR ticket farming at the same time, which, I mean, right now I have Luke and Ray ticket farming at the same time, and you don't want to do that. You don't want two characters on the same ticket system farming at the same time. So I would say, obviously, finish out the Jabba the Hutt, but then I would swing around, grab the Ray, and then while you're working on Ray, you can start working on the SLKR. By then you should have the shuttle. You should be done with Jabba's ult. And you can just keep going and keep farming tickets. So that's it. I mean, that's your next X amount of time. And I don't know if you were going for Leia. But if you were going for Leia, then see, that's the thing. I mean, you go for Leia, but all of this stuff is just sitting right there for you to grab. And it's hard not to want to just go ahead and grab 2 other Galactic Legends, right? Or at least for me it is. That's your other option, is to just finish out Jabba and go right into Leia. And then just come back around for the other Galactic Legends when you can. That's tough to do, though. It would be tough for me not to prioritize Ray, get that unlocked, get the ticket farming underway, get it, you know, Jabba, SLKR, just roll all that stuff up into your account. You've got plenty of Rebels. You've got Imperial Troopers, too, I think, if I remember correctly, Cody. Yeah, so we've got some Imperial Troopers here. So, I don't know. Should be able to do okay in the raid with what you've got. Okay. So Cody says he's halfway through Jabba, wondering where he should go next. Yeah, that's what I think. I think Jabba, get Ray going. You can work on Jabba and Ray at the same time. So what I've been doing is, it's whenever you have a farming plan, you have some hard nodes on the light side and dark side. So in the past, whenever I was into GL farming, I always would be like, okay, I'm farming dark side tickets, so no light side nodes for the next 3 weeks, you know, or whatever. And but I just balance it out. I farm what I want to farm and get the tickets for both sides at the same time. And it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So things go just a little bit slower, but knowing that you're getting tickets on the light side and dark side is A-okay. It's thumbs up. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would make that your next X amount of time. And I would push the Radis. I would push that Radis up to 5 stars, get that locked in, get Ray going sooner rather than later. And just remember, you know, you may not be in a good position to unlock Ray herself and put Zetas on, or unlock SLKR, put Zetas on him, You got Jabba the Hutt, you're probably saving up the Zetas that you have for him, right? So you'll get these characters unlocked without the Zetas, but that's okay. I mean, you can Zeta them up over time. SLKR can work with his, 3 or 4 Zetas. You can get him running, and I mean, you can put 5 on him and skip the basic and never go back for it. Rey's a little more desperate for, I think 3 or 4 of her Zetas are really needed to get her up and running. But if you had a Rey with no Zetas, it's better than no Rey. So keep her on offense. Don't put her on defense with no Zetas. That would be foolish. That's what I would say. Just work through all of that stuff. Cash in on what you bought. And then after that, do take a look at your Sith Empire stuff. Get your Darth Revan going. Get your Malak unlocked. Start working on those characters in the background to pair up with that Malgus. So Jabba, Rey, SLKR, and then Sith Empire stuff. You don't have to necessarily build the Leviathan out of it, but that would position your account pretty well. And then by then they should have a new light side capital fleet at the Leviathan level for us to chase. So that's what I would do after that. If I remember right, your mods are in pretty good shape. 362 on the cat. That's good. Let's go all the way down here to Zam. Still 320. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. Makes me happy. All the way down here at TIE Fighter Pilot. Are we still over 300? 288. Okay. Not quite that far. Qui-Gon. Let's see. Let's see how many characters you got. 301. So at least Qui-Gon. So we've got 1, 2, 3 rows, 17 characters. Over 300 speed. That's pretty good. For 8,000, we're looking for 8 million. We're looking for 16 characters over 300, kind of as our, rule of thumb for good modding. Let's take a look at your mods on. Oh, interesting. All health. All health. Question mark. I'm curious why you did this. So you got the protection main stat, protection main stat, protection main stat, a lot of speed secondaries, potency here. Why health? I mean, on one hand, if health sets are just what you have that fits, that's fine. But I'm curious if there's a reason you selected health. 144 on the protection, 507 on the speed. And then where are we looking at? Armor, 66.5. Interesting. We're gonna take a little detour here just for funsies, just for the fun of it, because I just got my Loquitur Relic 9 JML going and modded. So let's compare and see what's different. Okay. So here we've got 160,000 health, and mine only has 124,000. I've got 147 on my protection, and you had 144. So you're close to my protection, even with one of your mods on a potency main stat. So your potency is 111, and then my potency is 99. So I don't have any potency. I don't have a potency set on him or a potency main stat. So I'm just right about 100. So the big difference then is just speed. I mean, I've got 545 speed to your 507. So I don't know. That's interesting. It's interesting. Maybe the speed's not worth it. Maybe I need to mod out and just go potency sets or something like that eventually. Okay. Let's see. Roster review for anybody? Vitor says, I'm a little surprised in my fleet arena there's a cheater and not yet banned. It's been almost 3 months. It's funny. Sometimes they just really jump on people and ban them immediately, and sometimes it's like, I don't know. It must be something about how they get the evidence on their side. Because I've seen it before where they act quickly, and then I've seen it where it just they waste time and they don't do anything ever. We had somebody like that in the Opticio arena, the fleet, for a long time. He was getting #1 with complete garbage fleet, and it probably took 3 months before they finally did something about it. But clearly not a fleet that was able to beat the fleets that that he was on top of. Alright, so Kenobi's here. Got a couple good mods, a couple mods that aren't quite as good, but still 551 speed's okay. JML needs an average speed of 550 plus to be able to counter some of the tougher teams. Oh wow, 550? And mine's at 545, so I didn't make it. Well, mine's at 545 because I've got a non-speed mod. I've got a protection mod on Arrow. 26 speed on it though, and 7.5% potency. So that felt pretty good. I mean, I couldn't find a better combination of mods. This is pretty weak, but I don't have another really good speed mod that has protection. I've got a couple with health, one with defense, but oh, Bastila's got the one for 25 speed, but then that messes up the timing for my JMK team, so I can't steal that one quite yet. Not my JMK team, my JML team. Too many JM, MQ, MPXL, JMX, JML, JRK, J, every J. J's everywhere. Stupid Jedi. They need to stop abbreviating the Jedi part. Okay. Or we need to come up with better nicknames for these guys so I don't have to keep saying the abbreviations and messing them up. Alright, let's take a look at some more accounts here. Just because we can and it's kind of fun. If you got any more questions, Cody, just hit me up. Cody says, I counter everything I need to with him. No, I think end game, if you're going to beat like a Ray team with that team end game, there's, you know, with a Ray, Ben Solo, all tricked out, Datacron. But yeah, so end game stuff, probably. Okay, Lone Wolfie. I decide what to prioritize. 975, 823, 219. Was doing Jedi Knight Luke. Going for Starkiller and Jabba before the Lightspeed bundles. Now I'm doing SLKR and Rey. Just unlocked Jedi Knight Luke and getting Cat. This proving ground. Okay, let's have a look. Lone of Olaf. 6.7. 3 million in ships, 3.6 in characters. Galactic War Battles 110,000. That's 2.5 years. 2.5. That's quite a bit of galactic power for 2.5 years. Yeah, Lightspeed bundle. I keep forgetting. That's a free million galactic power, right? Negotiator, Malevolence, Executors, 5 stars. Working on the radish. Okay. So character-wise, we were doing Jabba. Already got Sith Eternal, Jedi Master, Kenobi. That's a nice build. I mean, that's what I did on Loquitur. Back in the day, that Sith Eternal Emperor was a nice journey. Lots of good characters out of it. Kenobi was good. So those two things are nice. Yeah, I would say just the consolidation. You know, just consolidate. Where's our shuttle? We got to finish out Kylo's shuttle. So you probably have a priority on Rey first. Rey is easier to get because you can get the Raddus to 5 stars. Without this shuttle, you're kind of stuck on Finalizer. So you're waiting on that. So yeah, prioritize Rey, build the Echelon. You definitely need to build that. I see that it's 4 stars. I mean, I can't tell if you're currently farming it, but you need to be. Okay, so Rey into SLKR, into finishing up Jabba. And then let's look at Imperial Trooper status. You're 12. Yeah, I like this. I mean, there's plenty of troopers here, so we should... Between troopers and rebels, we should have enough stuff for the next raid coming up. A little lightweight on the rebels. A little lighter than I thought. Yeah, I guess the Jedi Knight loop journey is not quite as many rebels as I was thinking it was. Still, I think that's the way to go. I think that's still the way to go. Yeah, just work through. So, work on your Jabba Rex, finish those up while you're trying to lock in Rey. So these characters should be getting built up to Gear 12 and Relict when you're not. Because like right now, what are you relicking? So everything for Rey should be close to done. You have to do BB-8, right? So you'll relic BB-8. And then you can go back to the Hutt Cartel stuff. And you can work on that interactively. So be working on Jabba Rex. When you get Rey, build her. Work on Jabba Rex. When you get SLKR, build him. Go back to Jabba Rex. And finish Jabba. And then what? And then what? Depending on how long that takes you to do, it's the same kind of comments, you know, maybe look at the Sith Empire. It's in pretty good shape. You just need the Sith Empire Trooper. Don't see Malgus in there quite yet. And you said you wanted Star Killer, so that fits in there somewhere. That's plenty of projects. I wouldn't pick any more projects than that. I would say, okay, for this account, I'm going to get Rey, SLKR, Jabba, and Star Killer, and that's it. And then I wouldn't do anything else until you've got all that stuff into your account. And then go for Leia, or whatever else you want. There'll probably be new content by then for us to chase. So if I was doing all that stuff and they had introduced a new galactic legend by the time I was finishing up that journey, I would skip Leia and go for whatever is the newest, next thing. Take a look at mods real quick. Ooh, Moff Gideon at Gear 12, fastest character in the account, 355. That'd be 375 with Relic, so that's good. 350 on Revan. That's a pretty fast Revan. Look at this. 26, 27, 27, 22, 25. Nice. Nicely done, sir. Let's click down here on Mara Jade, go down a few layers and see what we've got. 306. Nice. 306 on a Gear 12 character is still pretty good. So you got good mods. You know what you're doing with modding. Alright, that's my opinion on that. Okay. Who else wanted something? Andrew Carroll says, hey DL, if you get the chance, would you mind helping me figure out what I should do after my Leia rush? Sure. Let's take a look. 8, 6, 6, 9, 3, 1, 4, 5, 4. All right. Official Andrew, 0. All right. Interesting. Ships, 878. Characters. Galactic War Battles 1, so this account's not even a year old yet. It's like 9 months old. 1,100 a month. All right. So 9-month-old account. Going straight for Leia. It's a good plan. Good enough plan. I still think going for one of the big capital ships first would have been good, but yeah, you chose Leia, so. Oh no. Why? So sad. So sad. Hear me now, believe me later. It's one fleet node. It's one hard farm a day. Farm this Anakin. Farm it. Farm it. Farm it. Farm your Anakin. Farm your Anakin. That ship is so good. I mean, you can stick it literally in any fleet in the game and it's good. Bring it in as a reinforcement. Just do the area effect. Put buff immunity on somebody. Do tons of damage. And the AI will go crazy killing your Anakin before anything else. So, ship is way too good to pass up. Alright, so what did we get? We got the First Order stuff. Resistance. We bought a Resistance pack, it looks like. But not necessarily all of it. I don't remember seeing some of this stuff. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so some progress toward Rey. The SLKR's in. We've got a Luke team. We've got Leia requirements being built up. All right, I mean, for me, it has to be profundity, right? The most overlap that you have with one of the big ship journeys is then to swing back and go for profundity. So, my opinion, as soon as you get done with Leia, it just literally do not pass go, do not collect 100, do not do anything else other than finish out Leia's team and go straight into the profundity. And get your fleet arena placement. Get those crystals taken care of. Yeah, so that's enough time, right? Because you've got some of the Leia stuff, but you've still got quite a bit of work to go. You got Chewbacca that you're relicking for your CLS team. You've got more requirements to do for Leia. So you're a few months out. Add the profundity to that. That's a few more months. It's going to be like 5 or 6 months worth of work from here. Come back and see me then. Build your Leia, build your profundity, and then talk again about what to do next. I would look at mods, but I mean, for an account that's 9 months old, we're going to see mods that are pretty average, I would say. 266 on Hux, yeah, I know. Just trying to build up your inventory and get some good mods. So that's not something that we can be too picky about at 9 months. Okay. Who else needs help? I want to check. Oh, we got a super chat from Orty. A little attention for your good content. Your gear efficiency guide videos have all have also been useful for advanced players. Nice. Nice. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I think those gear efficiency guide videos have been helpful for a lot of the community, really. I got a friend who's been playing since the beginning of the game, and he, you know, I mean, he's got everything there is. He's just like building the last characters that are new that he's been working on. He's free to play, but I mean, he's got all the crystals he ever needs because he never spends them on anything. So he's just kind of a collector type player. But you know, he watched my efficiency guides and he's like, man, I learned a lot. Been playing the game for like 6 years and I still learned stuff. You know, that was back a year ago, whatever. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate that. The raid shop kind of killed me though, guys. The raid shop kind of killed me. Because, you know, if people just go into the raid shop and buy the gear they need, it's not fully efficient, but it's pretty close. It's already pretty close. The new raid shop is too good. It's too good, guys. All right. So we did Cody, we did Andrew Carroll. Kyber Soze says it's probably been 1.5 years since you looked at my stuff. Didn't we just look at your stuff not too long ago, Kyber? I think you're pulling my leg. I think we did look at your stuff not too long ago, but we'll look again. Kyber Soze. 9 million galactic power, 4 in ships, 5 in characters. 15.6, which is 3.5 years. Got Det Leviathan. That's nice. Profundity, Executor, Negotiator. Ooh, look at all these fleets. Yummy. Yummy fleets. 6-star Finalizer, 4-star Radis coming up. Oh man, you were like Loquitur then. You're in a position where you hadn't worked on the SLKR or the Ray. Is that the case? Or are you just like, did you farm these characters or did you buy them out of the bundle? I'm curious, because if you bought them out of the bundle and have them already done, 4-star, 4 Zetas on him. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like you bought the bundle because there's a bunch of stuff that's Relic 3 requirement that's at Relic 5, so that tells me that it's probably the bundle. Boy, you acted fast on that. You acted fast on that. Wow. Three Zetas on Jedi Training Ray. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the case. I think he had Jabba, Luke, Kenobi, Sith Eternal, and then with those Lightspeed bundles, SLKR now, and close to getting Ray. That's fantastic. You know, that'll just shovel the GLs into your account full speed. That's awesome. That is awesome. And then you're working on Leia, I assume. Leia. Captain Rex is being built up. Lobots, Gear 12. So yeah, Captain Drogon's being built. Okay, so Leia's next for you. Fantastic. So what's there to talk about, Kyber? What's there to talk about? You got your SLKR built. You're putting Zetas on him. You're going to build Rey. You're going to build Leia. You got all the ships. Build Cal Kestis after that. I don't know. Yeah, so let's look at mods just for fun. Fastest non-GL character is 364 on Mara Jade. That's pretty good. So she'll be acting at 430 under Star Killer. That's pretty awesome. 338 on the Radis. Ooh, that's rough. 3 rolls at 18 is really good. That's really high quality rolls, right? Because that's a 5, 6, and 6. That's a 5, 6, and 6. Yeah, I probably would have done the same thing. I probably would have just kept going to see if I could get it. You can still calibrate the defense someday with the health already maxed out. You know, you've got a 33% chance of hitting speed when you calibrate. 18 speed's fantastic. That's a heartbreaker of a mod. 3 speed rolls. All right, so I mean, it looks like this is what I would do, right? You got 3 speed rolls. I stop at blue. So looks like you're making good decisions with your mods. Commander Ahsoka Tano, let's see where we're at. 16 speed, 24 speed, nice. 22. Heartbreaker there, 10 speed, crit damage, nice stats. Refuse to hit speed going to purple. Okay. Man, I don't know. Your mods look good. It looks like you're making good choices with what you're doing with your mods. I got nothing, Kyber. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Ooh, Ben Solo's getting built. I assume he's getting built for a... Well, the upcoming Ray, of course. Yeah. Okay, so you'll be getting Ray, so Ben Solo makes sense. Yep. If you got any specific questions, let me know, but just keep doing what you're doing, man. Riva incoming next month. That one's probably been calibrated twice, says Kyber. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So, Kyber. Jean-Francois Fournier. Man, I'm not so good at pronouncing foreign names, so I assumed it was French. I gave it a shot. If that's not even close, I apologize. 277, 186, 648. Roster reviews for everyone. If so, I'd like one, never had one. Okay. 2.5 million galactic power, 1.1 in ships, 1.3 in characters. Galactic War Battles won 2,500, so 7 or 8 month old account. We'll look for evidence of hyperdriving. There's a few ships here that are not 80, so no hyperdrive. Just the basic capital ships. Okay, got the Geos. Bought the First Order stuff and the Ray stuff. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's quite the interesting situation you're in, right? This is the priority. You should be farming this ship twice a day, every day. Pay the 25 crystals to refresh that node and hit it twice a day. You'll get to Ray first just because you should already have been able to unlock your Radis. Why is your Radis not unlocked? Okay, so I think if you bought all the hyperdrive bundles, you should have everything that you need to do the Radis event. Watch for that event to show up and make sure that you cash in, get your Radis, get yourself working toward Ray. There's a couple characters that you'll still have to build. You'll have to build the BB-8, and you'll have to finish relicking your Jedi training Ray. So these two will need to be taken to relics to get your Ray. But you're closer to Ray than you are to SLKR because of the finalizer. And the finalizer is held up by this ship. Farm that twice a day. That's the biggest thing. And then you should be buying Malevolence with your get to, with whatever currency your fleet, your guild's getting, your guild event 2 tokens. Don't use that for gear. You've got to get both the Malevolence and the Negotiator unlocked at 5 stars before you use get to for anything else. Guys, stop it. Stop it. I know. I said before in the past that your first few relic characters, it was okay to use get to. If you've bought the bundles, you've already got all kinds of relics. You don't need to use that get to for anything other than getting those 2 ships unlocked. Get the Negotiator, get the Malevolence unlocked before you spend get to on anything else ever. Hear me now, believe me later. Okay. Yeah, other than that, it's kind of a nothing to see here kind of thing. If you like Grand Arena, I would recommend at some point in your journeys here to have a look at Sauvage Opress. So take a look at Sauvage. Oh, you've already got him. Yeah. He's worth taking to relics because he's going to be able to beat CLS teams and a bunch of other early stuff that people like to put in defense in GAC. So he's a pretty good solo character to build. But what I would do with this account if I were you, I would consolidate. I would get to that Ray, get her unlocked first, get to that SLKR, and then I would build the Executor. So from where you're at right now, look at your ships, look at what you need for Executor, build your GLs, build into Executor. Even though you're building into Executor as your first big capital ship, you're still going to build Malevolence and Negotiator both. Trust me. Alright, that's good. I do buy Malevolence. Good. No 7-star capital ship. Oh, he doesn't have a 7-star capital ship in order to get the Radis. What? No, come on. Oh, because the 7th star on these... Okay, that's right. Because the 7th star... Okay, so here's what you do. If you can save up crystals, or even if you want to buy some crystals... it's worth... what I did on my Darth Loquater account to make sure that I got to a 7-star capital ship faster, I had this crazy plan where I thought I could make the Endurance work. So embarrassingly, the Endurance is the ship that I picked. But the first 2 times that I did the event, I refreshed the event and got an extra 10 shards out of each event. And then I just did it regular for a while, and I think... I got the 7-star ship before I needed it for anything. I think there's a limit on how many times you can refresh that event when it comes up. So the other thing that you can do, if you do the journey, for the Chimera. Yeah, you also need a 7-star capital ship for that. Yeah. So you can't... Okay, never mind. So you can't cheese a 7-star capital ship by getting the Chimera because you also need a 7-star capital ship for that. All right. That's all good. You got time. It's fine. So, farm the shuttle. Work on getting the Executrix to 7 stars. And then plan for the Executor as your first big journey after you consolidate your Ray and SLKR. You can only refresh one time per event. Limit is once. Okay. Yeah. 50 out of 100? Yeah. So if you do that event, it's only once a month, right? Is that event once a month or? Yeah, it's once a month. Anyway, so you can refresh it the next 2 times that you see it and shorten up your journey by a couple months. It's definitely worth doing. Yeah. Forgot about that requirement for a 7-star capital ship. You're still in really good shape, though. You know what? I want to go back in just for a second. Let's go back in. Let's re-find where he put his ally code here. Okay. And I want to talk about Zetas because probably other people are going to be in the same situation if they bought these light speed bundles. So you must have a Zeta on Hux in order to be able to do the SLKR event. I could not find any way to do that without the Zeta. With the Resistance journey, you have Jedi Training Rey as your lead character. You're stuck with her. You can't change that. And I believe that you need 2 Zetas on her to be able to do those events. I'm going to test that. I'm going to test it on my Loquitur account. I'm going to throw away some light side tokens to see if I can complete it with no Zetas. And then I'll put on 1 Zeta, and then I'll put on another Zeta. And we'll see at what point we can tip it and get it without the Zetas, or if we just need all 3 of them. So I would be careful with the Zeta placement on this account. You know, there's early in the game, there's so many Zetas that you need, and there's so many characters that want them. But you got to get one on Hux. You probably got to put them on Rey. And then you need 6 each for the Galactic Legends. So, I mean, the moral of the story is don't Zeta anything except Hux, Jedi Training Rey, and saving up for the GLs. There's plenty of other stuff in your account that wants Zetas. You know what? I think there is 2 more Zetas that are probably worth it. Oh, you haven't farmed Piet yet. Okay. Well, if you do the Executor, you'll get Piet. And then at some point, you have to put a Zeta on Piet and a Zeta on Veers. To get assault battles done, the Imperial Troopers can do 2 assault battles. You really need those assault battles. When you look at the characters, this bottom right piece always takes injector parts. Those injector parts drop from Challenge Tier 1 on assault battles, and it makes Challenge Tier 1 assault battles like a critical part of your plan for your account. So we got a plan, right? We're going to get a capital ship to 7 stars. We're going to farm the Kylo Ren's command shuttle twice a day. We're going to go for Rey first, SLKR second, and then build the Executor. Okay, I'm done. All right, let's take a look at Scrap Metal Ben. I got about 15 minutes left to go, guys, and then I'm going to have to take off. But we'll try to get through a couple more of these real quick. And then you all just have to come back later. I'll be back on Wednesday doing my GAC stream, and I've only got 1 account that I'm doing GAC with right now, so we could probably take some time to chat, talk about some stuff, do some more account reviews. Carbonite 3 with Kenobi in the account. Well, that's interesting. 7 million galactic power. Close to Executor. I don't know what to do after that. Came back after almost a year without playing. Oh, okay. So you played, you took a break, you came back. Right. Let's see where the account's at then, ship-wise. Working on Executor. We've got Malevolence Negotiator, all that stuff. Got a couple pilotless ships that could be finished out. Got an Echelon to work on now. Okay. Characters. Got Kenobi, SLKR, Luke, and Skywalker and all this stuff. Okay, let's see. Leia. I mean, if you're just coming back to the game and you missed the events with Leia's characters, then don't do Leia. Let's take a look. Captain Rex, Captain Drogan, 4 stars. Leia might be a bit of a stretch if you missed those events, because that was a bunch of extra free stuff for us. But still, I mean, 3 GLs and the Executor. I don't know. I'd probably still go for Leia. Leia's the thing. Oh, you got a lot of resistance done. So you didn't buy the pack, but you got a lot of resistance done. Okay, so finish out the Rey journey then. Executor, Rey, Leia. Or you could do Jabba the Hutt. I mean, you've already got Jedi Knight Luke, which is a big part of the Jabba the Hutt journey, if you don't have him. So you could finish up Rey, and then do Jabba. That's even better. Yeah, I like that even better. So we do Rey, we do Jabba the Hutt, and then by then there's new content, and whatever Galactic Legend or ship is next, do that next. There you go. Leia could be fun. I'm too stubborn to move my Darth Revan mods off. Is Rey or SLKR better for Proving Grounds? SLKR is better for Proving Grounds. Rey is better for Conquest and Galactic Challenges and a lot of other stuff. But I don't think Rey is very successful against teams like the Inquisitor team, the Malgus team. I don't know. I have not personally piloted a Rey team that beats those teams in Proving Grounds. So I don't know maybe what other people would say, but I think SLKR is better for Proving Grounds. Okay, let's see. Okay, so scrap metal, blah blah blah. Is the Jabba event difficult? I remember the Jabba event being pretty easy. The Jabba events are pretty easy. What the one where you're doing is alt and you have to start out with just Luke and R2. The key is do your first special so that you get the retaliation, and then when the retaliation drops, do the stun so you cost them a turn, and just time your Luke so that you can constantly be in a rotation with your second skill up. And that way every time they attack you, you attack them back. You do tons of damage, you win it. You can go back and watch my live streams. I did struggle quite a bit with the third part of the Jabba the Hutt. I don't know. It just like I dropped the battle because I was trying like a tenacity build to avoid getting damage over time put on me. And then I went and remodded just as much speed and damage as I could get. Took him to Relic 8 and won like it was easy. And then the next battle I went and I dropped it again. So now that I'm thinking back through the Jabba journey, yeah, that third event, when you're unlocking Jabba, that third event, you need really good mods in your Luke, and you need to get a little bit of luck, because same mods, same everything. I beat it 3 times like it was easy, and I did drop a battle. Just got horrible RNG. The Vader got everything he wanted. So, yeah. The alt part of it's not hard. Getting Jabba himself, I did drop a couple battles there. Okay. Let's see who else we got here. Shirtstorm says, can you give me any advice on Amis? Okay. Let's take a look at Shirtstorm and then JQ, and then we'll be done. All right. 371, 589, 744. All right. Shirtstorm is in the Waffle Mutiny. Get mutinized by waffles. Oh, so this is just a flex. We've got 11.8 million galactic power, which means pretty much everything. 4.5 in ships, 7.3 in characters. Been playing for 20,000, so almost 5 years. Everything. We have everything. Look at this. Look at all this stuff. Leviathan, Profundity, Executor, Malevolence, Negotiator, Endurance, Radis, Finalizer. Characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Galactic Legends. Third Sisters in the house. Relic 9, Third Sister. Relic 9, Afra. Relic 9, Revan. Relic 9, Maul. Grand Inquisitor, Relic 8. Relic 9, Jedi Luke. Wow. That's an investment right there. Jedi Knight Luke is good. Jedi Knight Luke is good. Relic 9. Let's take a look and see how fancy this is. Offense with 21 speed, 22 speed. Alright, let's take a look. 227 speed on Jedi Knight Luke with an offense set. That's alright. Let's arrange these by speed and see how crazy it is up top. Darth Revan. 340. Nice. Okay. So, help me with Omicrons. Let's look for Omicron stuff. What do we have? Malgus. Malgus has Omicrons. Mace. Mace has an Omicron. Embo. Embo has an Omicron. Poggle. Hey! I don't know. Depending on your guild, because you're at the end of the game, it may still be worth putting an Omicron on Poggle. Because Poggle is pretty ridiculous. Poggle Omicron makes the Geos, like, pretty ridiculous. Okay, who else could use an Omicron that may not have one? Zori? Zori Bliss. If you like GAC, put the Omicron on Zori. Let's see who else. Who else could use an Omicron? Trench has 3 Omicrons already. Ooh, good gravy. Afra has 3 Omicrons on her. Third Sister has 3 Omicrons. Drogan has the Omicron. So the answer is no. I can't help you with Omicrons. Those are the only 2 characters that I see that that I think are Omicron worthy that you don't already have tricked out. There's probably more, but if you've got some in the bank, I would spend those two, but then I would just wait. There's going to be something else. Malicos? Do you have Malicos? Oh yeah, 3 Omicrons on Malicos already. Yep, so just save them and put them on the new Gideon. Yep. There you go. All right. Okay, JQ. Hey DL, I'm approaching the point in the game where I gain more crystals than I spend with the 3 refreshes. Any recommendations on what to spend crystals on? What I'm spending crystals on, first of all, bronzium wiring and carbonite circuit boards are a problem for most accounts once you get going into the mid game. I've been spending crystals on carbonite circuit boards to make sure that I have them, otherwise I can't keep up with them. In the past I spent a little bit of crystals on bronzium wiring, but I've stopped doing that for now. So that, carbonite circuit boards, and then I would say refreshing events. So refresh Proving Grounds if you need that. Refresh a fleet event if you need Profundity, Executor, Radis, Finalizer. The fleet events are worth refreshing. That's all I'm spending crystals on right now. Just relic materials and event refreshes. No other things. Okay, and if you do get a lot of crystals, I mean, if you were to say, okay, I'm going to spend $100 a month and get a bunch of crystals, then my go-to is always farm more mods. Go from the 50 refreshes to both the 50 and the 100 cost refreshes every day. If you told me I'm dropping every extra crystal I have on 100 cost mod refreshes, I would give you a thumbs up. Mods are the one thing in the game that there's no catch-up mechanism, right? You can never catch up on mods. And anything that you can do to do, as long as you're doing more than other players do, you're already ahead. You're already ahead. Okay, we had JQ say, I'd like a review, 591, 258. Okay, let's take a quick look here, and then we will be done with this stream for now, guys. 9,000,000, 4 and 5. Emerson Grant. Mexicanos Unidos. 2. 13,000 Galactic War Battles 1. That's about the same as the local account, right? So we're 3 years old ish. Got the Luke team here with the Qui-Gon Datacron. Interesting. All right, let's take a look. Got Leviathan, 6 stars, Executor, Profundity, all the toys over here. That looks so nice. I'm a little bit jealous. All right, character-wise, Luke, SLKR. Okay. And then did we buy the Resistance stuff? Bought the Resistance stuff, so we're working on Rey. Okay. That's cool. Alright, and then into Leia, I assume. If, like most people, you were working on a Leia when you got so rudely interrupted by a whole bunch of Lightspeed extra stuff. Yeah, Captain Rex's Gear 12, that looks like we're going for Leia. Makes perfect sense to me. Work on your Rey, work on your Leia. Yep. Seems good. How are we set up on Imperial Troopers? All kinds of Imperial Troopers. Bunch of Gear 12 stuff, Relic Imperial Troopers. Man, you're in good shape. You're in good shape for the new raid. after Leia, you might consider Lord Vader. You got the Inquisitors done. You're working on your third sister, I assume. How are we on Bad Batch? Yeah, you farmed up the Bad Batch. We've got stars on all these characters. 501st. You're in pretty good shape for Lord Vader. I would take a look at Lord Vader. Yep. That's my opinion. Do you have Star Killer already? I see that you've got Mara Jade. Did you finish that out all the way to the Star Killer? Yeah, okay. You got Star Killer. Alright. Quick glance at mods. Okay, fastest non-GL character is a Moff Gideon 325. Ooh, that's not great. That's pretty not fantastic. 319 on Piet. Oh no, 13 speed at gold. 14 speed at gold. Oh man, those are oversliced mods, man. They were fighting you. They didn't want to be good mods, and you kept working on them. Don't fight. Don't fight with mods. Don't. Yeah. Give up on mods that aren't helping you. Like this one at 15 speed. If it's 6.blue 15 speed, man, those last two slices take so many materials, and the likelihood that you're going to improve this mod much is significantly reduced. Yeah, I would take a look at your slicing methods. I'll advertise my mod mastery series for anybody who hasn't watched that. That's definitely worth taking a look at. 6 speed on a 6-dot mod, that's rough. It's a bunch of flat protection, but still, all of this together, all of those defensive stats are not worth speed. Yeah, protection with 18 speed, offense, speed. Okay, yeah, I think your account looks really good. Your account looks good. I think you might have a look at your mod strategy though. Just have a look at it and have a thought about some of what you're spending your slicing materials on. Alrighty, y'all. I'm just gonna check the chat, see if anything has anybody left to say here. Shirtstorm says, I don't like GAC. Fair enough. Well, the Poggle one is for Territory Wars. Yeah, okay. Yep. Graham Case says, I'd be interested for you to take a look at my account. It's about the same age as Loquitur. The no light speed bundles. Okay. Well, hey, if anybody needs something, hit me up over on the Discord. The link is in the description down below. You can always find me over there. I'm gonna close out there for the day. I'm past 7:30, and I got stuff that I need to do for tonight. So we're gonna lock it in and say goodbye. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can watch stuff like this again in the future. And I will see you all in the next holocron.